It's live.
I know, but it is not going to private. So that's the same problem we had for Sanskrit class. Now it's perfect. Now it's perfect. As usual. We are all set.
Thank you.
Both Guruji and Padma Mami are co-hosts, so no problem. Guruji can start. Yeah, okay.
Smriti-Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat-pada Shankaram Lokashankaram Sadashiva-samarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. Our Acharya Swamiji is now observing Chaturmasya Vratam in the holy Kshetra of Kashi. Before that, Vyasa Puja was performed in Prayagraj. We are extremely lucky that we are in the sacred period of Chaturmasya receiving the blessings of our Acharya Swamiji. We are now into Mookapanchashati, the last few slokas of Kataksha Shatakam, sloka number 98.
Start Pantavam. Kamakshi kalpa vitapiva bhavat katakshah dissu samasta vibhavam namatam naranam bringasya nila nalinasya cha kanti sampad sarvasvameva haratiti param vichitram.
Kamakshi Bhavat Katakshaha, your Kataksha, your sidelong glance, Kalpa Vitapi Iva, like Kalpa Vriksha. Vitapi means tree. Like Kalpa Vriksha, Namatam Naranam, for those who worship you, Samasta Vibhavam Ditsuhu. Samasta Vibhavam, all glory, all prosperity, Ditsuhu, desiring to give. Ditsuhu, desiring to give. Your sidelong glance, like a Kalpa Vriksha, is desiring to give all kinds of glory, all kinds of prosperity on those who worship. But there is something which is strange. Now that strange thing he is telling now. Bhringasya Neela Nalinasya cha Kanti Sampat Sarvasvameva Harati iti Param Vichitram. Bhringasya, of the bee, Neela Nalinasya, the dark blue lily or dark lotus, Kanti Sampat, the glory of radiance, the wealth of radiance of the bee as well as the dark lily. Sarvaswameva, not only Kanti Sampati, Sarvaswameva, not just radiance, whatever is good in these two, Sarvaswam, all that is good, Sarvaswam, all, everything. Harati iti, that it robs, that it steals. Iti, this is param vichitram, it is extremely strange. That is, your Kataksha is so benevolent that on those who worship, it bestows all kinds of prosperity. But on the bee and the blue lotus, which are actually creatures who do not have viveka, which are not having any buddhi, for those you should be even more compassionate, but it is strange that you go and steal the radiance and everything that is good about them of these two. This is very strange. That is the statement made by the poet in a very poetical manner. All that he is trying to say is that the Kataksha is very benevolent to those who worship, and Kataksha is so radiant that the radiance of the bee and the blue lotus is nothing compared to the radiance of the Kataksha. That is all that is the statement he is making, but he is making it in such a poetical manner. O Kamakshi, like Kalpavriksha, your sidelong glance is desiring to bestow on all those who worship all kinds of glory and prosperity, but it is very strange that it goes and steals everything, including the radiance of the bee as well as the blue lotus. This is very strange. Next.
अत्यंत शीतलम अनर्गल कर्म पाक काकोलहारि सुलभम सुमनोभिरेत पीयूषमेव तव वीक्षणम अम्ब किं तु कामाक्षि नीलम इदम इत्ययमेव भेदः.
Tava Vikshanam, in the third line, Tava Vikshanam, your glance, Amba, O mother, is Piyusham Eva. It is nectar only, it is Amrita only. Eva is emphasis. It is Amrita only. Why it is Amrita? He is giving the reason. Atyanta Sheetalam, it is extremely cooling. It is extremely cooling. Anargala Karmapaka Kakola Hari. Karmapaka, the matured karma, the karma which is fructified, which is bearing fruit now, all those karmas, Anargala, without any impediment, unobstructed, it has come to maturity. That is actually poison, kakola. That poison of the matured karma which has become unobstructed and it has fructified, that poison, hari, it removes that poison. Your glance is capable of removing the poison which is nothing but the matured karma which has matured in a very unobstructed manner. Sulabham sumanobhihi etat, this glance, etat, sumanobhihi, for those who are virtuous or for devas. Sumanas refers to devas as well as virtuous people. For those who are virtuous, sulabham, it is easier to attain. That means what? It is not easy to attain for those who are not virtuous. So he is trying to say that. So it is Piyushameva, hence it is Amrita only, because Amrita is available only to Devas. Amrita is not available to others. Similarly, for virtuous people, it is available as Amrita in the sense that all the karmas are removed. And it is very cooling, like Amrita only. So he has given so many reasons why it is Amrita. Now he is saying, Kintu, but Neelam idam iti ayameva bhedaha. There is one difference. Ayameva bhedaha. This is the only difference. What is the difference? Neelam idam iti. This is dark in color. This is dark in color. That is the only difference, because Amrita is white in color, whereas your glance is dark in color. That is the only difference. Otherwise, O Kamakshi, your glance is like Amrita only, because it is extremely cooling and it is easily available for those who are virtuous, and it has the capability of removing the poison, which is the matured karma, the karmas which have matured in an unimpeded manner. But the only difference is between this, your glance and Amrita is that your glance is dark, whereas Amrita is white. Next.
Ajnata bhaktirasam aprasarat vivekam atyanta garvam anadhita samasta shastram aprapta satyam asamipa gatam cha mukte kamakshi mamavatu te karuna katakshaha.
Kamakshi, Tava Drishtipataha, the last line, Tava Drishtipataha, your glance, the dropping of your glance, Ajnata Bhakti Rasam, let us say, Tava Drishtipataha, Naiva Sprihayati, it does not desire to go anywhere near. Sprihayati desires, Naiva, not at all desiring. It does not, your dropping of glance does not desire to go anywhere close to whom? Ajnata Bhakti Rasam, one who does not have any sense of devotion. Unknown Bhakti Rasam, the essence of bhakti is unknown to him. Such a person, the Devi's glance will not desire. Rasam aprasarate vivekam. Vivekam aprasarate. Prasarate means going in all directions, all round viveka. Aprasarate vivekam, not having all round viveka, not having all round discrimination. If you do not have all round, what is all round? Discrimination at all times. It's not as if that you, whenever you like something, you exercise discretion. Whenever it is not suited to your convenience, then you don't exercise your discretion. That is aprasarati viveka. Prasarat viveka means you expect to exercise your discrimination at all times, in all situations. So aprasarati vivekam. So one who does not have all-round discrimination. Atyanta garvam, one who is very proud, very conceited. Anadhita samasta shastram. Samasta shastram, all shastras. Adhita means studied, having studied. Anadhita, not having studied. So many disqualifications he is listing, the poet is listing, for not getting the glance of Devi. If you are not having all these disqualifications, you cannot expect to receive the glance of Devi. Aprapta satyam, asamipa gatam cha muktehe. Aprapta satyam, not having attained the truth. What is the truth? Truth is Devi. Anything else other than Devi is not truth. The mundane matters are not truth. So that point you must have always in mind, that we are not able to do. So aprapta satyam. Asamipa gatam cha muktehe. Muktehe for moksha. Samipa gatam means going close to moksha. Asamipa gatam cha muktehe, not being able to go close to moksha. Not being able to go close to moksha. How can you go close to moksha when you have not attained the truth? That is why he has put the two together. Aprapta satyam, asamipa gatam cha muktehe. That means if you are close to moksha, you must have attained the truth. Without attaining truth, there is no question of going near moksha. And if you are conceited, if you have not studied all the Shastras, and if you have not got devotion in you, and if you have not got all-round discrimination, how can you expect Lord of Devi? That is why Naiva Prihayati Tava Drishtipataha, your dropping of glance does not desire such a person. Now, there is a Patabeda which was chanted by Mami, Kamakshi Mam Avatute Karuna Kataksha. There, the Patabeda says, Kamakshi, Te Karuna Kataksha. Instead of Tava Drishtipataha, here it both mean the same. Te Karuna Kataksha, your sidelong glance full of compassion. Mam Avatu, let it protect me. That Mam is qualified by these various qualifications which were mentioned here. Now he is belittling himself, the poet is belittling himself, saying that he suffers from all these disqualifications and still you must protect me. That is the prayer there. So the first is a statement where the qualifications are listed for getting the Drishtipata. The second, the Patabeda says that I am not having all those qualifications. I am highly disqualified person. But even then I pray to you for this glance. That is the second version. Yeah, now next.
पातेन लोचन रुचेः तव कामकोटि पोतेन पातक पयोधि भयातु प्राणां पूतेन तेन नव काञ्चन कुण्डलांशु मीतेन शीतलय भूधर कन्यके माम्.
This Patabeda of the last shloka has come on the top here. Actually, it belongs to the previous shloka. Kamakoti tava lochana ruchehe patena. Hey Kamakshi, by dropping the glance, the radiance of your glance, by directing the radiance of your glance on me, potena, Pataka, not Pataka, Pataka, Payodhi, Bhayaturanam. If you drop your glance, what happens? Effects are listed now. If you drop your glance on someone, what happens? Pataka, Payodhi, Bhayaturanam. Atura means one who is miserable. Arti we have seen before, misery. Atura, one who is miserable. Miserable with fear. Bhaya Aturanam. What is the fear? He is afraid of Pataka Payodhi, the ocean of sins. There is an ocean of sins which he has committed in so many births. When he thinks of that ocean of sins, he is so much afraid, he becomes very miserable. Potena, for such people, it is a boat. Pota means boat. Because we are talking about ocean. For crossing the ocean, you need a boat. So your glance is like a boat. So your glance, O Kamakoti, by dropping your glance on people who are miserable because of fear of the ocean of sins, that becomes a boat for them. Putena, purifying. Putena means it is extremely pure, so it purifies. So once your glance is dropped on someone, he becomes pure, though he may be a sinner, he becomes a pure. Tena, by that glance, Navakanchana Kundalamshu Vitena. This glance is accompanied by Vitena, it is accompanied by, it is surrounded by Navakanchana Kundala Amshu, the rays of earrings which are in freshly minted gold. Navakanchana, freshly minted gold. Shining like freshly minted gold. Kundala earring, Amshu rays. Your glance is accompanied by rays emanating from earrings which are minted in freshly minted gold. So with that glance, with that glance, Mam Sheetalaya, make me cool. Sheetalaya, Sheeta is cool. Sheetalaya, make me cool. Mom, me, make me cool. Bhudhara Kanyake, daughter of mountain. Bhudhara is mountain, daughter of Himavan. O daughter of Himavan, O Kamakoti, by the radiance of your eyes, Lochan will say, hey, radiance of your eyes, which means radiance of your glance. By dropping that, you provide a boat to those who are miserable from fear of the ocean of their sins. And it is very purifying, and it is accompanied by the rays emanating from the earrings of the freshly minted gold. With that kind of glance, please cool me, O daughter of Himavan. That is the prayer. So this completes the Kataksha Shatakam, 100 shlokas in praise of Kataksha. Now we have seen 4 Shatakas. Each Shataka is surpassing the previous one in terms of beauty, in terms of bhakti. Now, as in previous Shatakams, here the poet employs a lot of wide-ranging imagery to convey the compassion of Kataksha. That is the stress is on compassion of Kataksha, how the Kataksha redeems the bhaktas. So he says, I made a list of so many imageries which he has made. It is mind-boggling. He says Kalpaka Vriksha, then he says Kamadhenu, then he says Sri Rama, Agastya, King, Acharya, Sannyasi, life-giving medicine. Then he says Yamuna River, Abhisarika woman, woman of lineage, a warrior, a child, an elephant, an Ankusha, a goad, a fish, rain-bearing cloud, nighttime arrival, a rope, dancing stage, a swing, a fishing net, a sword, an embankment, a smoke from fire, stick of support, pillar, garden, row of lamps, garland of victory, forest, axe, peacock, firewood, collyrium, bees, lotus, lily flower, cage for parrot, arrows, and so on. Look at the list. This is mind-boggling. Such a wide-ranging imagery he has used to convey only the compassion behind the sidelong glance. This compassion is accompanied by a gentle smile, mandasmita, which is white in color. So he is taking up the color combination of the white and the dark for praise in many shlokas in many ways. And several rhetorical questions he has asked on the black color of the Kataksha. And there are some very touching, beautiful prayers. So we are lucky that we have been able to enjoy the Kataksha Shatakam. Now we move on to Mandasmita Shatakam, 100 shlokas in praise of Mandasmita, Mandasmita, gentle smile. Of course, Mandasmita we have been seeing a lot in the previous Shataka also. Now here the emphasis is on Mandasmita. There the emphasis was on Kataksha. Now these shlokas, these 100 shlokas are set to Shardula Vikriditam Chandas. This Chandas is a very popular one among poets. Popularly used by poets, very beautiful Chandas, very sonorous, very sweet. Shardula Vikriditam. Shardula Vikriditam means play of tiger. Shardula is tiger, Vikriditam is play. That means the majesty of the tiger play you can see in the Chandas. That is what it means. There are 19 letters in each of the 4 quarters. So that is the hallmark of, there are other hallmarks. The most important hallmark of Shardula Vikriditam Chandas is there are 19 letters in each of the 4 quarters. Now we go on with the shloka number 1. Yeah, shloka number 1.
கொஞ்சம் டியூன் மாறுமா, ஸ்லைட் டியூன் தான். டியூன் கொஞ்சம் மாறும், ரொம்ப ஈஸி. நாராயண 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 நாராயண. பத்னீமோ வயமஞ்சலிம் பிரதிதினம் பந்தச்சிதே தேகினாம் ಕಂದರ್ಪಾಗಮ ತಂತ್ರ ಮೂಲ ಗುರವೇ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಕೇಲಿ ಭುವೆ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷ ಘನಸಾರ ಪುಂಜರಜಸೆ ಕಾಮದೃಗಚಕ್ಷುಷಾಂ ಮಂದಾರಸ್ತಬಕ ಪ್ರಭಾಮದಮುಷೇ ಮಂದಸ್ಮಿತ ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷೇ.
Last line, Mandasmita Jyotishe. The Jyoti of the gentle smile. The gentle smile throws so much of light all around. The gentle smile throws so much of light all around. To that light, Vayam Anjalim Badhni Maha. We hold our hands in respect. Anjali, you all know, holding the hands together. So Anjali Baddha is the common phrase. That is folding the hands together. That's what he is saying. Vayam Anjalim Badhni Maha. We are folding our hands in respect to that light which is thrown by your gentle smile. Now that light is being described. Pratidinam Bandhachide Dehinam. Pratidinam, every time, every day, Dehinam Bandhachide. Dehinam, of those who possess a body. That means what? All the jivas. For all the jivas, Bandhachide, it breaks the bonds. It breaks the bonds of those people who worship. Obviously, it means those who worship. Kandarpa Agama Tantra Moola Gurave. Kandarpa Agama Tantra Moola Gurave. Moola Guru. Moola Guru is the one who started teaching right at the beginning. The foundational Guru. The foundational Guru of Kandarpa, Manmathas, Agama Tantra, Agamas and Tantras. That is the Shastra of Manmatha. Manmatha Shastra, the theory and the practice. Agama Tantra can be interpreted as theory and practice. Or it can be interpreted as men and women. Agama applies to men and Tantra applies to women. There are so many interpretations. Let us not get into all that. Let us understand that this gentle smile is the foundational guru of Manmatha's Kama Shastra. That much if we understand, that is good enough. Kalyana Keli Bhuve. Keli Bhuva. Keli Bhu. Keli is play. Bhu is the stage, the earth. Bhu is the earth, the place of sport. Sporting place, the sporting stage. Your Mandasmita is the sporting place for Kalyana, for all auspicious things. For all auspicious things are objects of sport there. That means what? It is full of all objects of auspiciousness, like a sporting objects. Like a child plays with toys, your gentle smile plays with all objects of auspiciousness. Kamakshaha, Mandasmita Jyotishe goes with Kamakshaha. Dhanasara Punja Rajase, Kamadruha Chakshusham. Kamadruha is, we have seen so many times, Shiva, enemy of Manmatha. Chakshusham, for his eyes, for the eyes of Shiva. Dhanasara Punja Rajase. Heap of powder. Punja is heap. Rajas is powder. Heap of powder. What powder? Dhanasara. Dhanasara is camphor. Your Mandasmita is like a heap of camphor, heap of fragrance, heap of perfume for the eyes of Shiva. Mandara Stabaka Prabha Mada Mushe. Mandara Stabaka. Stabaka is bunch of flowers. We have seen before. Mandara. Bunch of Mandara flowers. You know, Mandara is one of the 5 Devaloka flowers, along with Kalpaka. So, Mandara Stabaka is highly superior. Bunch of flowers, bunch of Mandara flowers. Prabha, the radiance of that bunch of flowers. Mother, the pride. Because of that extraordinary brilliance, this bunch of flowers has got some pride, conceit. Mushe, that conceit is stolen. your Mandasmita goes and steals the conceit of radiance of the bunch of Mandara flowers. So we fold our hands in prayer to the Jyoti, the light of the gentle smile, which breaks the bonds every day of Jivas, and it is the foundational guru of Manmatha's Kama Shastra, and it is the sporting place of all auspiciousness, and it is the mass of powder of camphor fragrance for the eyes of Shiva, and it goes and steals, robs the conceit of radiance of the bunch of Mandara flowers. That is the glory of the Mandasmita. The Mandasmita has been described as a Jyoti, and the glory of the Jyoti has been beautifully brought out by the poet right in the first shloka. Next.
Sadriche Navamallika Sumanasam Nasagramukta Manege Acharyaya Mrinala Kandamagasam Naisargikaya Dvishe Swardulnyasagayudvane Himaruchege Ardhasanadhyasine Kamakshaga Smitamanjari Dhavalime Advaitaya Tasmai Namaha.
Kamakshaha Smita Manjari Dhavalima Advaitaya Tasmai Namaha. My prostration to that Dhavalima. Dhavalima is whiteness. Dhavalima means white color. Advaitaya, unparalleled whiteness. There cannot be any parallel to this whiteness. Which whiteness? Smita Manjari. Manjari is bunch of flowers of the smile. Your smile is like a bunch of flowers whose whiteness cannot be compared with any other. So my prostrations to that gentle smile. Now the gentle smile is described. Tadhrike Navamallika Sumanasam. Navamallika, fresh Mallika flowers, jasmine flowers. Sumanasam means flowers. Sumanas means flowers. Sumanas we have seen before, virtuous people. Another meaning is flower. Also it means devas. It has three meanings. So here it means flowers. Fresh jasmine flowers, for fresh jasmine flowers, Tadrichi. Tadrichi means friend, companion. Your gentle smile is a companion for fresh jasmine flowers. Then, Nasagra Muktamanehe Acharyaya. Your gentle smile is Acharya, is Guru for the pearl. Muktamani is pearl, which is in the front part of your nose. Nasa agra. In the front part of your nose, there is an ornament which hangs from the nose. So he is talking about that. That hanging is got a pearl there. So he says, your gentle smile is a guru. That means what? Your gentle smile is so white that pearl has to study, learn whiteness from your gentle smile. That is the poetic meaning. So your gentle smile is a guru for the pearl. Pearl is supposed to be very white, but it's not so white compared to gentle smile. So the pearl which is on the front of your nose. Mrunala Kanda Mahasam Naisargikaya Dvishe. Dvishe means one who hates, one who is an enemy. Naisargikaya, by nature, your gentle smile is by nature an enemy of Mahasam, of the radiance of Mrunala Kanda. Mrunala is the lotus stalk. The lotus stalk is called Mrunala, lotus stem. Now the lotus stalk has got sections. If you have seen the cross section of the lotus stalk, it has got several partition, several sections, round sections. Now they are called kanda. Kanda means part actually. That is, you have 7 kandas in Ramayana. So 7 chapters, 7 parts, 7 books. So similarly, here Mrinala Kanda means sections of lotus stalk. Now each section is throwing out a big shine. Now that shine is nothing compared to gentle smile. That is why he says your gentle smile is a natural enemy of the shine emanating from the sections of the lotus stalk. Surdhunyasaha yudhvene. Yudhvane, not yudhvene. Yudhvane. It is wrongly printed here. Surdhunyasaha yudhvane. Yudhvane means one who fights, one who does yuddha, one who fights with Surdhunya. Surdhuni is Ganga river. Ganga we have seen before. Surdhuni also we have seen before. The divine Ganga which is coming from the Swargaloka, that is Surdhuni. So it has a fight always with Swarganga because your gentle smile is superior to Swarganga in terms of whiteness, in terms of sacredness. Himaruchehe ardhasana adhyasine. Himaruchehe. That is moon. Himaruchi is moon. Because moon throws cool rays. Himaruchi actually means cool rays. One who throws cool rays is moon. Himaruchehe, of the moon. Ardhasana adhyasine. Ardhasana means sharing the seat, sharing half the seat. Sharing half the seat, sharing the seat of moon. Adhyasine. Adhyasine means seated. Seated on half the seat of the moon. Means what? It shares the seat with moon. Means what? It means it is so beautiful like the moon. If at all anything can be compared to gentle smile, it can only be the moon. That is the meaning. So he says, my prostration to the unparalleled whiteness of the bunch of flowers, which is your gentle smile, which is a companion of fresh jasmine flowers, and it is a guru for the pearl stone at the front part of the nose, and it is a natural enemy of the shine of the lotus stalk sections, and it always fights with the Swargaloka Ganga, and it shares the seat with moon. My prostrations to that kind of Smita Manjari. Next.
कर्पूरद्युति चातुरीमतितरा अल्पीयसीं कुर्वती दौर्भाग्योदयमेव संविदधति दोषाकरीणां त्विषां शुल्लानेव मनोह्य मल्लिनिकरान् कुल्लानपि व्यञ्जति कामाक्ष मृदुलस्मितां शूलगरी कामप्रसूरस्तु मे.
Last line. Kamakshaha mridula smita amshu lahari. Lahari, waves of the rays coming from the gentle smile. Mridula smita, manda smita, both mean the same. Gentle smile, soft, gentle smile. Mridu actually means soft, gentle smile. The soft, gentle smile throws brilliant rays, which is coming in the form of waves of the rays. Those rays may kamaprasuhu astu, kamaprasuhu, giver of desires. Let it be giver of all my desires. Let all my desires be fulfilled by this mridula smita, by the wave. Let it be the fulfiller of all my desires. Now that mridula smitamshu lahari is being described. Karpura dyuti chaturim atitaram alpiyasim kurvati. Karpura is camphor, dyuti is the shine of the camphor. Chaturi, the mastery, the ability, or the ability for the camphor to throw that kind of shine, that ability is being Atitaram Alpiyatim Kurvati. Alpiyatim Kurvati means berating, belittling. Alpa is little, isn't it? As opposed to large. This is small. Alpa means small. So Alpiyati making it small. Kurvati making it small. Atitaram, very extremely. It makes it extremely small. It makes it extremely insignificant. That is, camphor, shine of camphor stands no comparison with the shine of the gentle smile. Daurbhagya udayameva samvidadati daushakarinam thusham. Doshakara is moon. Dosha is night, one who makes the night. That means one who brings shine to the night. That is moon. Daushakarinam, of the moon, Twisham, the shine, the radiance of the moon, for that, Samvidadati, making that, Daurbhagya Udayameva. It makes that shine as the rise of bad luck. That means what? It brings bad luck to that shine of moon. That means moon shine is no comparison to the gentle smile. Samvidadati means bringing about the rise of Daurbhagya, rise of bad luck to the shine of moon. Dosha Karenam. Shullaneva Manogya Malli Nikaran Hullanapi Vyanjati. Hullanu means blossomed. Manogya means enchanting. Very beautiful. Malli Nikaran, heap of Mallika flowers, heap of jasmine flowers, heap of blossomed jasmine flowers which are very enchanting. For that heap, what this gentle smile does? Shulaneva Vyanjati. Shullana means smallness, making it small. Vyanjati means manifesting, showing smallness to the blossomed heap of beautiful, enchanting Mallika flowers. So, O Kamakshi, your wave of rays of the gentle smile, let that wave be fulfiller of all my desires, and that wave makes it extremely small, the shine, the expertness, the mastery of the shine of camphor, and it brings about the rise of bad luck to the shine of the moon, and it manifests extreme smallness to the heap of blossomed Mallika flowers, which are very enchanting. Even the enchanting Mallika flower heap becomes small. It is no more enchanting compared to your gentle smile. Similarly, moonshine is no more enchanting compared to your gentle smile. Similarly, the camphor is no more enchanting compared to your gentle smile. So that gentle smile, may it be fulfiller of all my desires. Next.
Yapinastana Karpuraleepayate Yanilekshana Ratri Kantitatishu Josna Prarogayade Ya Saundarya Dhuni Tarangatatishu Vyalola Hamsayate Kamakshaga Shishiri Karuturudayam Same Smita Prachuri.
Further descriptions of the gentle smile. Kamakshi, last line, Kamakshaha Sa Smita Prachuri Me Hridayam Shishiri Karotu. Kamakshaha of Kamakshi, Smita Prachuri. Prachuri means abundance. Abundance of smile. That means it's so captivating, it looks as if the shine is going in all directions. That is why he is calling it Prachuri. So the abundance of the smile, abundance of the shine of the smile, that is the meaning. May it cool my heart. Shishiri karotu, may it cool, may hridayam, my heart. Now, how is that Smita Prachuri that is being described? Yeah, that Smita Prachuri is Peenastana Mandalopari Lasat Karpura Lepayate. Peenastana, the large bosom, Peenastana Mandala, the large bosom area, Upari on top of that, Lasat shining, Karpura Lepayate, the anointed Karpura, camphor. The camphor, the fragrance, the perfume, which is made of camphor, is anointed, is applied on that large bosom, and it is shining. Now, this is like that. That means what? The gentle smile is like the camphor which is applied on the large bosom. Even though there may not be any camphor, the gentle smile is enough to give that impression. That is the meaning. Ya nilekshana ratri kanti tatishu jyotsna prarohayate. Nila ikshana ratri kanti tatishu. Now the dark glance which we have seen in the last Shataka, it has come for reference. Nila ikshana, the dark glance, ratri kanti. If the dark glance is compared to the shine in the night, tatishu, tati means a row. It comes like a wave. That means Ratri is continuous, isn't it? Ratri is going on for 12 hours. So this Nilekshana comes like a wave of radiance of the night. So in that Nilekshana, Jyotsna Prarohayate, in that dark night, if there is moonlight, Jyotsna, Prarohayate means it provides. It is like the sprout, prarohayate. Rohana is actually planting a tree. Rohana is planting a tree. Prarohayate is like planting a tree, like a sprout of moonlight in the dark shine of your Nilekshana. Then, ya saundarya dhuni taranga tatishu vyalola hamsayate. Saundarya dhuni, a stream of beauty. A stream of beauty can be Ganga, can be any other river. Taranga, the waves of the stream of beauty. Tatishu, it comes in a continuous row. The continuous row of waves in the stream of beauty, in that Vyalola Hamsayate. It is like a Hamsa, like a swan. Vyalola means moving about beautifully. Your gentle smile is like a swan moving about beautifully among the waves which are coming continuously in the stream of Saundarya, stream of beauty. What is the stream of beauty? The face. The face of Devi is the stream of beauty. In that stream of beauty, this gentle smile is like a swan which moves here and there. So that kind of abundance of gentle smile, let it cool my heart, which is like the shining camphor on the area of the large bosom, and it is like the sprout of moonlight in the continuous wave of radiance of the night of the dark glance of your eyes, and it is like moving swan among the waves among the continuous waves of the stream of beauty, which is your face. Next.
येषां गच्छति पूर्वपक्षसरणिं कौमुद्वतस्वेति मा येषां सन्ततमारुरुक्षति तुला कक्ष्यां शरचन्द्रमाग येषामिच्छति कम्बुरप्यसुलभाम् अन्ते वसत् प्रक्रियां कामाक्ष ममतां हरन्तु ममते हासत्विषाम् अंकुराः.
Last line. Kamakshaha hasattvisham ankuraha me mamatam harantu. Mama mamatam harantu. Kamakshaha of Kamakshi, hasatvisha, the shine of the gentle smile, ankuraha, the sprout. If the shine which is coming in wave, if it is compared to a wave of sprouts, let them remove my ego, mamata, my ego, my sense of I-ness and mindness. So my ego, let it remove, harantu, let it remove my ego. That is the prayer. Now those ankuras are described, the sprouts of the shine of the gentle smile are being described. Esham, of those sprouts, gacchati purva paksha saranim kaumudvataha shvetimam. We saw dhavalima earlier, same shvetima. Shveta, dhavala both mean white. Shvetima, whiteness. Kaumudvataha, kumuda, the lily flower. Of the lily flower, the whiteness of the lily flower, kumuda flower, of the whiteness of the lily flower attains the state of gacchati, attains the state of purva paksha sarani. It attains the path of sarani means path. Purva paksha, it attains the path of purva paksha. That means it gets defeated. Purva paksha means the paksha which gets defeated, the side which gets defeated. In the court, if you see, there is a prosecutor and there is a defendant. Now, one is victorious, the other is defeated. So, the defeated paksha, the defeated party is called Purva Paksha. Why it is called Purva Paksha? Purva Paksha means the one who comes first, the paksha which comes first. Now, this has got a philosophical meaning. If you people have attended any Shastra Sadas, any Shastra Sadas, Advaita Shastra Sadas or any Shastra Sadas, then you will find that to establish Vedanta, say let us say Advaita Vedanta, there is always a Purva Paksha, a person who is a scholar in Purva Paksha, who is Purva Mimamsa. Jaimini is Purva Mimamsa, he will be a scholar, he will explain that. That means that he will establish that I don't need Bhagavan's grace. If I do karma as stipulated in Shastras, that is good enough for me to get moksha. That is his theory. That is Purva Paksha theory. Now that will be defeated by the argument advanced by the Vedanta scholar, Advaita Vedanta scholar, who will come later. He will demolish all the arguments. That's what Shankara did, Adi Shankara did. He defeated the arguments of Sureshwaracharya, Mandana Mishra. So, he also had arguments with Kumarila Bhatta. They were all Purva Mimamsa people. Purva Paksha. Purva Paksha means the first party, the first side. So he says, now let us not get into philosophy here. It's only a reference. So here it says, the gentle smile makes the whiteness of the Kumuda flower, the lily flower, go the path of Purva Paksha. That means go the path of one who gets defeated, one who talks first and gets defeated. Yesham Santatam Aururukshati Tulakaksha Tulakashyam Sharat Chandramaha. The sidelong, the gentle smile, Yesham Santatam, always. Tulakasha, equality. Tula is the balance. Balance on one side, imagine the gentle smile is there. The other side, the other pan in the balance, Tulakasha. Sharat Chandramaha, the autumnal moon, wants to ascend. Aururukshati, wants to ascend. The autumnal moon wants to ascend the other side of the balance, always, in which one side is occupied by Hasat Pisham Ankuraha. That means what? Autumnal moon wants to be a competitor to the shine of the gentle smile. That he is putting it very nicely. Yesham Ichhati Kambuhu Api Asulabham Antevasat Prakriyam. Kambu is Kanch, Shankha. Kambu is Kanch. The Devi's neck is compared to Kanch, Kambu Kantha. So, Kambu means Kanch. Kambuhu Api, even the Kanch. Kanch is very white, all of us know. Even the Kanch wants to, Ichhati, wants to become what? Asulabham Antevasat Prakriyam. Antevasi we have seen before. Antevasi is disciple. Antevasi comes in our Swasti Vachana also, I referred to it earlier. Antevasat Prakriyam, the process of becoming a disciple. Prakriya is a process. The process of becoming a disciple, which is Asulabham, which is not easy. To become a disciple of the gentle smile is not at all easy. That means what? To learn anything from the gentle smile, to become equal to the gentle smile is not at all easy, not at all easily attained. So even Kant wants, Ichhati, wishes to go through the process of becoming a disciple, which is extremely difficult. So that kind of proud of your gentle smile shine, let it remove my ego. Let it remove my ego. That gentle smile which makes the whiteness of the Kumuda flower, the lily flower, attain the path of Purva Paksha, the defeated party, which goes first. And autumnal moon wants to ascend the balance always along with this gentle smile. And even the conch, which is so white, wishes to go through the process of becoming a disciple to the gentle smile, which is extremely difficult. Let it remove my mamata, ego. I think it is getting late now because you wanted to close 5 minutes earlier. Let us have questions if there are quickly, if there are any.
If anyone has any questions, please unmute and kindly ask.
Please unmute yourself and ask questions if you have any.
I don't think we have questions.
No, no questions. So even if there are any, we can cover them next class. Okay. Nama Parvati Pataye Har Har Mahadeva Shri Jagadambikaye Jaya Jaya.